Hey Talk Shop ladies. So we talk a lot about triggers and how to feel certain things, and I was actually watching a movie and there was a line that was said. Someone asked, it's like a futuristic kind of sci-fi-ish scene, and someone was like, oh, you create memories, how do you create memories for people to install them into these human robots? Anyways, besides the point, but she was master at creating memories, this lady, and she said this thing that was very interesting. She said, memories, it's less about the details of the specifics that we remember, and it's more about the feelings that we retain, that we collect from that experience. And that's absolutely accurate, right? Because a lot of times even our visuals, like what we remember seeing and what that person was doing and what they were wearing and where I was at, that has less to do with how did I feel. And there's even this like famous quote, it's not what you say that people remember, it's how it makes them feel. That's how people remember. So it goes back to these feelings, go back to emotions. And I get it. Like, I was talking to my husband and I said, there's a lot of stuff that we project, and when we're unaware of our wounds, our core issues, our, these pains that we keep recycling, sometimes we project on people and think, let's say someone's rejecting us or being rude or leaving us out or making fun of us, and that has nothing to do with that. It's just like our feelings. Right, wrong, it doesn't matter. But lowercase t, it's your truth, that's what you experienced, and that's what we're healing from, because capital T truth says, right, Bible says you are loved, you are accepted, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are perfect where you're at, right? So that's what we're substituting. So sometimes when I'm leading clients through conversations, through healing memories, sometimes they get caught up like, what am I supposed to do? And what am I supposed to think? And I don't know why I'm thinking of this. And it's less about, again, this part of the brain recalling these little visual details as much as whatever is coming up, a feeling, body sensation. Like I had a client once recently who was like, I just feel frozen. I feel completely frozen. Good. That's you entering that realm, that state in your nervous system. That is you remembering and getting into that and feeling, right? And I said, sit in that, feel it. What's coming up? And eventually it did come up. There was like a text message she was like looking through in her memory, right? How does your body feel looking at that, right? It's less about what font was used and all these little external details. It's like, how do you feel? Okay, I feel frozen. I feel, okay, sit in that. What else is coming up? Guilt. I feel guilty, or I feel sad. Okay, where do you feel that in your body, right? And let's say even anxiety. How do you know the anxiety? Where is it? Oh, I can pinpoint it right here. Or I'm frozen, or I'm mad, or I'm antsy, or. Got it? And so a lot of times when I'm redoing my memories, like I just had another situation recently where I was driving. I think I do that a lot when I'm driving. I'll hone into a feeling. Like I had a nagging feeling, right? I don't know what I feel naggy about. The whole day was great, but there was this like annoying, naggy feeling, and I could pinpoint exactly where it was in my body. And I'm like, okay, I need to clear that out. What is that? And I just sat in that and sat and sat. And some might say, biblically speaking, like, oh, rebuke that, get rid of it. That's not part of your identity. Don't dwell on that. Okay, I understand, but why is that coming up? Because I do need to change my story. And it was kind of interesting because what I ended up processing was, I just remembered sitting in this one grandma's living room, and there was a speech she was giving me about something. And in my mind, it was just it's just such a dull feeling. Like what she was saying is so different from what I felt and believed. And it felt, I guess you can't, offensive, I wouldn't say is necessarily like a feeling, a body sensation necessarily. I guess it's like emotional identification. But my point is, I sat there and I listened through that conversation she would have in her head. Again, I don't know the specific words, but imagining I'm in that state, how I feel, what I'm seeing, this naggy, dull kind of feeling. And so I went back into that story and I said, it's okay, Elena. Your life turned out awesome. She said what she said in her understanding. I'm glad you didn't receive and absorb that. Of course, that was disappointing to hear that, but your life is awesome now. So you can forgive that person. You can let go of that conversation. You can breathe it out. And I sat and I breathed through it. Another important thing when you guys are experiencing memories, breathe. Angry? Breathe. Frozen? Breathe. Expand your lungs. Start to move your body around. You are now inputting new cellular in your cells, right? New data. Breath. movement, letting go, until you can see that text message in your head. In your imagination, you could see that grandma talking to you. You could see your mom looking at you. You can see these things, but you can breathe through it. And I understand some memories are a little bit more complex. Some stuff, like, it's definitely helpful to have, like, let's say me sit with you guys and process it sometimes. But my point is, you guys have little stuff come up, access those body sensations, breathe through them, sit with them, give that girl you a new story, a new feeling, a new imagination. We talk about this. Create what you need to let go and feel something. So just kind of a reminder, since we do this a lot. Hopefully that helped. Remember, memories aren't the details as much as they are the feelings, and that's what we're healing.